Hey guys, welcome to this very special TFL Now channel, TFL Today.
Yep.
Usually we go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 o'clock.
Yes.
But today we're spending the day here at the shop working on Big Green.
Yep.
With Andre. Ian is behind the camera, and of course our ace mechanic, Ted X. And as you know, we've been working on this truck now. This will be day 3.
Yeah.
So on the first day, and those videos are available on this channel if you want to see how far we've gotten, we pulled out the old 305 and put in, well, tell them what we're putting in, how much horsepower it has.
Well, first we brought the forklift over.
Yes, yeah, you love driving that forklift, didn't you, Andre?
But we took out the old 305 V8 that was originally in this truck.
Let me show them something for a second.
Yeah.
Ted works on interesting cars like this, which is a very rare car. You won't see that coming or going. That's a Citroen DS Safari, which is a station wagon.
Yes.
So Ted, you're coming over here. We're at my friend's Ted's shop. It's called Axe and Allies. Yeah, I got that right. Okay, Axe and Allies. Yeah, it's a World War II thing.
And my last name.
Yeah, and his last name. And Ted usually works on, well, really an eclectic bunch of
Mostly
cars.
British.
Yeah.
Mostly, yeah. I mean, a business model based on French cars is going to circle the drain fast. So because they're so good, they never need to be repaired. But yeah, so mostly British and French. A very minor in Italian.
But he's helping us out with the Big Green engine swap. And the reason we're doing this here is because Ted is letting us help as opposed to having...
Making them help.
He's tolerating us, and thank you, Ted, for that.
Thank you. And by the way...
Got it backwards, man.
And by the way, what's your website if people want to go check it out?
I think it's just axeandallies.com.
So check it out.
AX.
Yeah, AX,
Yeah.
you got an eclectic. Andre, today what we're going to do in this live show is a couple things. We're going to give them an update on how far we've gotten on the engine. And we're hoping, guys, that by the end of this day, we're going to try to crank this thing over today. We keep our fingers crossed to our budget's ready.
So we want to go live again at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, we'll try to go live whenever the engine's ready to start up, and you can be part of that as we're trying to crank it over. And by the way, if you guys want to help support us, please help support us. This isn't, well, it's not inexpensive. We got to pay ourselves.
I'm their biggest expense.
We got to pay Ted. We got to feed our families. So just go to patreon.com/TFL
car and to support us.
Yeah, and there's like a mid-size level of support. Get the truck theme.
Mid-size, half-ton, and heavy-duty support. So.
Yeah. So if you want to be a heavy-duty supporter, we would really be grateful. YouTube does not provide a lot of money.
You could also get our T-shirts. I'm not wearing it right now, but
that's a cool T-shirt.
it's in the other truck.
They should be paying us for that, dude. Iowa 88. That's a big business. They run all the cat scales.
Yeah.
You know
So not this shirt, but we're also selling our iGear, and I'll show you that in a couple of minutes. Teespring.com/TFLTruck17. But we took out the old 305 V8
show them the new one.
and put in this beautiful Chevy Performance ZZ6 350 cubic inch V8, 405 horsepower, and actually 406 pound-feet of torque. And
so day 1 we pulled it out. You got to drive the forklift. Day 1 we also put it in, and on day 2, which was actually a lot of fun. Actually, I was able to find some headers for it.
some headers, and you installed the carburetor.
Ted installed the carburetor.
Yeah.
He's looking at it. With the
And now we're working on accessory drives. We're hooking up all the lines.
Let's get out of the way.
No, you're good.
And but this is, I mean, more than doubling the power that this truck used to have. The old engine put out around 160 horsepower and about 240 pound-feet of torque. So obviously, we're more than doubling the horsepower on this truck. But we kept the old transmission. It's still the 4-speed manual, and we replaced the clutch. Got a new clutch in there.
And people are asking, why don't we have
fuel injection
or
why don't we have
engine? There's a lot of different engine choices. And guys, Chevy was kind enough to provide this engine. Literally, beggars can't be choosers. They did offer us an LS3, which is the same engine that's in the Silverado. The problem is we just don't have the technical expertise. We're trying to do this ourselves as kind of a fun project with you guys on board, and we don't have the technical expertise to actually swap out the fuel injected LS.
Full computer-operated fuel injected engine. But I actually like this because it kind of matches the character of Big Green.
Yeah, Big Green's kind of old school, and it really belongs. It really belongs there. So if you're looking for kind of this professional how-to, and go somewhere else.
This is not it, but this is a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're having fun, and we're hopefully going to have a much more powerful truck.
I have another project I was working on. Let me show you.
Let me show you.
So this is the old grill. We finally took it out, and we actually removed the emblem. Here's the emblem. I spent, well, 20 minutes polishing it with TEDx's suggestion using steel wool. So we got the sort of the emblem nice and shiny, and we think we found a replacement grill locally in Denver for around 50 bucks. We can't believe the price, but hopefully it will fit, and if not, we'll somehow transfer the new emblem, the old emblem to the new grill, because I mean this is really sad, and we want the truck to look nice and also have its own character, its own good character. So we're still working on the grill, and some of you guys recommended we transfer the emblem, which is a great suggestion. So we're working on that as well. And let me show you the old engine. It's back here actually in the bed. Look at it. It's really dirty, but it actually was a decent engine. We did an eye gauntlet towing test where Mr. Truck Ken Sunling and Roman were terrified on the mountain. But we're gonna do more testing with this big crane once it's running, and more adventures, right?
Yeah, we're gonna take it off-road. We're gonna have a lot of fun with the truck. These were the old headers, so that's why
actually like a manifold, basically.
Yeah, that's why we went and bought a new set of headers, because those were just horribly inefficient and
ugly.
So we put something that's a little bit more performance oriented on it. We've been trying to do this on a budget, so we're trying to do it right, but at the same time, we read the comments that you guys leave. So we're really cognizant of what you guys are saying, and we're trying to answer those comments. And we're not on network TV. We don't have a budget that allows us to do things.
Huge sponsors.
Yeah, huge sponsors. I mean, it's a bunch of guys on a YouTube channel, trying to make a living at this, and so we're working with it in those constraints. So any suggestions that you might have that include
superchargers, automatic transmissions, and
we just don't have the budget for that, guys. It's not that simple.
Yeah, but it's still a lot of fun, and I'm really happy we're doing it.
So come on, let me show you how this kit looks. I'm going to show you the rest of this. So if you watch the unboxing video, you know that we got the engine in the big box, and we've got a bunch of parts to it. And so right now, we're putting on basically all the front of the engine. So that includes things like the air conditioner compressor, the power steering compressor, that's a power steering pump actually. We swapped out the fuel pump because we're using a serpentine belt because they run in different directions. Right now Ted is putting on the bracket for the compressor for the air conditioner. And it's actually pretty straightforward. If you look, it tells you AC compressor bracket. So it says install stud, and it gives you a part number, and this is 1917, so there's a part number right there. And then basically it's kind of like putting together a Tamiya model, except a little bit more complicated because it's got to run for real. But you match the part number to the part, and then you follow the instructions and you put everything on, right, Ted? That's
it's just that simple.
That's the theory, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm subscribing to that theory.
And we're hoping
it's working great so far. Those instructions and the parts they sent, fantastic.
And we're hoping that the distributor timing is set as well. Because the distributor is screwed in, so you can't really, the way you set the timing is you rotate the distributor, right?
Yeah.
And it's already set in there, so we can't really rotate the distributor.
The reason I think it probably is set, of course we'll check, but they've laid out everything else so intelligently. Thank you, Chevrolet.
Yeah.
I mean, they're the ones that supplied all this, right?
Yes. Right, yeah.
Thank you. I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, I know I'm not a rocket surgeon, but I think my kid could put this together.
How old is your kid?
10. And it's because of how they laid it out.
Wow, I feel really bad now.
Yeah, I cannot. Well, you complain too. But
I see you've put on the Ike Gauntlet shirt.
Yes, this is our gear that we actually have, and we have hoodies, long sleeve shirts, tank tops, and mugs. So,
and by the way, a lot of the comments are, the quality of these videos isn't great, but they're live, right? And what we're doing here is two things. We're helping Ted as much as we can.
Thank you.
And then we're also basically doing video production. Right, so we're trying to document the process and make a fun and entertaining video as we go along. What you're seeing is kind of the behind the scenes.
And this depends on the network connection. For the live show.
Yeah. So if you go to TFL Truck, our truck channel, then you'll see the edited, produced part. This is just raw and unedited. So I need to fly the drone so we get some B-roll of the shop.
Yeah.
You guys want to come with me, show you how we fly a drone?
Yeah, this is a really cool drone, right?
Yeah, we just
small one.
Yeah, we just got this guy because we've been using different drones. We've had probably 4 or 5 because it's part of kind of any video production nowadays. And we just got this guy. It's the DJI Mavic, and the reason we bought him is because he's really tiny, and it allows me to travel with him. I just came back from a Volvo trip, Andre.
Yeah.
Where I got to take the Volvo V90 cross country off road, and I was able to bring this. I just put it in my backpack, and I was able to actually travel with it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, look how tiny this is. So basically, this little drone just oops, I got that part wrong. First, you put these 2 parts out, then these guys come out like so. Then you get the remote control. One thing I always forget is you want to take off the camera housing because it's got a little camera protector on there, so camera stays nice and clean. Pull that out. And actually, you can even bring this little box along, and there's the entire drone. And then, of course, it's controlled with your phone. So you plug your phone in to the control. If I can plug it in. Come on, there we go. Hook this up so that it's part of it. Open up the antennas. Turn this on. Hit it once. Hit it twice. That turns it on. Same thing with this one. Okay, now they're turning on. Look at it.
Is it going to take off and chop me to pieces?
It's not going to take off. Let's go over here. So I don't want this to be the landing zone. I'll move it over here. Go over here.
And by the way, what are we doing with the old engine?
Yeah, that's a good question. Why don't you tell them? Well, let me finish this drone.
Start the auction.
That's it. Start the auction. How about over here? We'll take off over here. All right. Then next thing you do, of course, is there's a little app, DJI app, on my phone. So that's got to get started. And as soon as that starts, you go to camera, and hopefully the drone is talking to the control. And right now I've got nothing. Is this thing on? Yeah. Oh no, it's not on. Well, that would be good. Let me turn it on. Come on. There it goes. Now it's connecting. So now it's connecting. And the great thing about this little Mavic is that it hooks up and connects really quickly. You don't have to attach the blades to the drone, which is something that I always had an issue with on the old DJI 4. So come on, drone, connect. Still connecting. Here we go. There we go. Looky there. Looky there. Gimbal motor overloaded. Why is the gimbal motor overloaded? How come the gimbal motor is overloaded? Looks okay. GPS mode. I think we're okay, Andre. Should we start it?
This is how live demonstrations usually go.
Yeah, it is kind of weird. Because it's, look, it's not quite straight. Oh, it says ready to go. GPS is ready to go.
Well, the blades come out by themselves, right?
Yeah, the blades come out.
Because they're using the centrifugal force to kind of come out once it starts.
There we go. Now it's lining up. Sort of, kind of. How's that look? Does it look right? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it looks okay.
All right, should we fly it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
There she is.
We have a problem.
What? It's sideways?
Yeah, it's sideways for some reason. Yeah, it's sideways.
Maybe your phone is sideways.
Yeah, it's not happy. Look at that. I'm not doing that. It's doing it on its own.
Wait, the technology took over?
Yeah, let me land it. Yeah, it's not working really well.
Well, that's how live demonstrations usually go. Something always goes wrong.
So I'm gonna reset this drone. Maybe we can start it up again.
Well, in the meantime, what we really wanted is to sort of make the old engine useful. So we were initially said, about $300 plus shipping, but let us know. Email us at ask@tfltruck.com if you have use for the old 305 V8, and if so, let us know. And maybe we can, if you guys pay for shipping, just kind of get the engine to you. We don't have a use for the engine anymore.
So what are you saying, Andre? We're gonna give it away?
I'm just saying, you know, we want to make use of the old engine, and hopefully somebody out there, some of you guys can use it. And if you give us a little bit of money, we'll of course appreciate it.
Yeah, this gimbal is not happy. Look at it. Look at that gimbal. It's definitely not happy.
Look at that. It's so tiny.
But it's
It's
not
like
working.
miniature, but it's not being operated.
It's not working. Yeah, it's completely.
Did
not
you
working.
break it when you went to Arizona?
Gimbal obstructed. There's nothing there. There's nothing to obstruct it. Calibrate. We don't calibrate the compass. It says the gimbal.
It just moved again, dude. It just moved again.
Firm upgrade required. It's saying.
All right. Well, maybe we won't fight quite right now, but see, it just moved. The gimbal moved when you did something.
It's moved to a completely useless. It's not obstructed.
Well, now it's actually the fan came on.
Yeah.
And now it's angry. Don't make the robots angry, Roman.
Yeah. Look at that.
It moved again.
How's this?
Well, don't rip it off.
Sure. That didn't help.
It's just a little cover.
Yeah. Let's turn it off again and start it again. It's just not cooperating.
And thank you guys for joining the live feed. I saw people from Tennessee, from Chattanooga, are tuning in, and we appreciate you guys' comments and suggestions.
The gimbal is not happy. Look at that. Oh wait, maybe it's happy. Now it's happy. Yay!
Oh, it's getting happy now.
Yeah, we got it. All right.
When in doubt, reboot.
When in doubt, reboot. Let me start the camera. Oh, now I'm in picture. Okay, video mode. Here we go. So we're recording. Now we're gonna fly. There we go. All right, guys, I'm gonna fly this. You can see it's all right. Can you see it? That's what I'm watching. Looky there. All right, Andre, you take over because I gotta fly this.
Okay. Do we have any questions coming in, or comments, or suggestions? People saying that we are completely nuts.
Hello from Germany and Kentucky.
Hey guys from Germany and Kentucky.
Brazil and Fort Worth, Texas.
Hey, hello guys. Thanks for joining.
What are your thoughts on station wagons?
On station wagons, you know, that station wagon right there looks kind of odd to me. But I really like, actually, when Roman drove the new V90 cross-country Volvo, that wagon looks amazing. So I think there's still a place for station wagons in the world, but I'm not quite sure what to think about that one.
Will you put a cow guard on the truck?
We haven't thought about it, but we really want to have the truck have its original unique look, and the cattle guard will sort of change that. So we have no plans for a cattle guard, but we are going to replace the grill. We took off the old grill, and we're going to transfer the emblem to the new grill that we're hopefully going to get today. So we're working on that project as well. And Ted, our ace mechanic, is putting on some. Well, let's go check it out. He's putting on the accessories.
Oh, you guys have to bust me when I'm putting on an accessory where the instructions aren't so clear.
Well, I just wanna get a quick update. So you're working on the AC compressor,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yeah. Some mystery as to
Exactly.
how the wiring and I assume that basically the suction and discharge are on the uppermost side of the compressor, but there's no. They're not too clear on that.
See, the
in
thing
the
is, the
instructions.
AC compressor originally was on the other side, on the driver's side,
Right.
and now it's on the passenger side.
Yeah.
Holy moly!
Yeah, I think hose-wise, yeah, that'll be a problem later. Fortunately, the alternator, the wire can just run over on the other side. That won't be a problem, but air conditioning, functional air conditioning will not be part of our...
We're being
That's
buzzed.
cool. That's really cool.
We're being buzzed by a drone.
That's awesome.
It's way up there.
Can we just play with the drone today?
Yeah, let's just stop doing this.
Okay.
No,
Sold.
so you mounted the bracket and the idler pulley, is that the tensioner?
Idler pulley. Actually, this is just an idler pulley. There's no tensioning flexibility to it.
Okay. But this AC compressor has the clutch here, right?
Yeah.
So it can engage and disengage.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, I forgot all about
Thank
that.
you. I was seeing some of you guys' comments, and thank you for joining from all over the world again. We got people from Germany and Mexico watching.
That's cool. I don't know why. That's awesome.
It's getting really loud. It feels like there's a chopper above it.
I was thinking it felt like there was a swarm of hornets, you know, and I'm like, I'm allergic.
Yeah. You getting very nervous?
Yes. Actually, I'm not allergic, and yeah. I'm kind of hoping it falls on my head, because that'd be funny.
You get more views.
I'll take a bullet for the team. Yeah, this is, I don't want to have to hit it with a hammer, but it's kind of looking
Is it a little wide?
It's a little wide, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Well, it's
a little wide. You know, when the camera's not running, I'll hit it with a hammer.
Yeah.
But no, I could shave a little off, or we'll revisit this.
Well, guys, basically what this is a turnkey, and this is a turnkey engine application, which means.
Get away from there for a second. I'm trying to get some video. Go around the back. Show me the old engine. Keep working, Dad.
Which means it comes with all of the accessories and all of the bolts, all the mounting hardware. And that even includes the carburetor and all the other parts. So basically, it's the entire engine and all of its accessories, and you could see a lot of it here. Even comes with the belts, obviously all the pulleys, all the hardware to mount it, even wiring and other ways to plumb the fuel system. And we did have to buy a few things, like the power steering fluid, obviously the coolant. We're going to use some brake-in oil. But this was part of the kit, obviously, the spark plug wires, and of course the air cleaner and air filter. But we also bought a separate clutch. We replaced the clutch on the manual transmission when we made it the new engine to the old bell housing and the old transmission. So that's been replaced, and obviously we're putting a lot more power into this truck now. So we'll be going through the other components later, and checking out the brakes and the braking system, making sure this truck is safe and all the components are up to par for the new power.
People want another explanation of Ted and his shop.
Oh yeah, if Ted has a minute, I would like Ted to kind of walk us around his shop, because this is a really cool place. Hey Ted, do you have a minute?
I have a minute.
He's really busy. He's working really hard.
Mutilating to fit. Yeah, well, thanks for taking a look at my shop. I mean,
well,
it's small.
Show us some of the cars you're working on.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Incredibly low miles. Never restored, but no expense spared service history.
Whoa.
V12 E-Type. It's here for a clutch, unfortunately.
Whoa.
So sort of one of those clean original cars that would be pretty hard to duplicate in the real world.
I mean, it's unique too. The color. I mean, there's just not that many in this color.
Well, everybody repaints them. Nobody liked this color back in the day. So it was a popular color at the time, although I don't know if anybody ever really loved it. But it's kind of unusual to see one that still maintains it.
What year is it?
71, I think, yeah. And it's almost worth looking at the engine because it is so incredibly original and clean.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
look at that.
Which, as much as possible for a car with 52 hose clamps in the cooling system, it makes it nice to work on just because it is in such good condition. And, like I said, unusual for that reason. Really, right now we have a collection of problem children. The Mini's neat, that'll be fun. That's getting brought out of a long-term hibernation and a few repairs along the way. It's an Australian market car. Makes them a little odd parts-wise to work on. Yeah, this is a cool car.
Right-hand drive on the Mini.
Oh, right-hand drive. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah.
So how do people? I mean, people contact you. It's X and Li's, right? Is the name of the shop.
Yeah.
And will you work on almost any British car, or I mean,
Yeah,
how does that work?
Yeah, pre-1980 really. Once we get into fuel injection and stuff, my level of intelligence drops rapidly. Yeah, anything from pre-war cars to 1980 British cars mostly, and with again Citroens and
Yeah, not British specific. So we'll do things that other shops don't do. We'll do French cars, the occasional Maserati.
yeah. I always break into a cold sweat when 6-cylinder Maseratis show up, but under duress we'll work on them. The reason I'm showing off this car, other than it being a spectacularly cool car example of an Allard K3, but you know, lest anybody think I'm completely inept at putting V8s in Chevys, this car came to us with no roll-up windows, and from scratch.
They weren't made with windows.
Yeah, I think in its distant past, there were channels spot welded into the door, but nothing else.
This wasn't here, so you.
Yeah, there was nothing here, and so I had the owner wanted.
Can you walk
roll-up
around
windows.
and show?
Yeah, it's probably a better show from over here, but so kind of starting from scratch, making patterns and sourcing likely parts, maintaining English. It now has nice fitting roll-up windows. While I'm rolling myself up into a corner here. But that was a fun fabrication project, and a lot of that type of fussy restoration work is just fun to do. Other things it's getting, it got some back mount fog lamps and a custom license plate bracket, little things like that, and then of course leak repairs and whatever else it needed, just sort of mopping up a radiator, little radiator repair. So a lot of standard mechanical work, but then also some kind of custom fabricating, which is, for me, fun. Time consuming, so not everybody's up for it, but it's cool to have a special car like this. It was invited to apply for Pebble Beach. I don't know if it'll make it, but it was invited to apply, so I'm patting myself on the back. Even had a Maserati Camden in here that was on Jay Leno once. I was like, yay, Jay Leno car comes here, cool. I say that because it makes me sound cool.
No, but when you work on the engines, I mean, one is mechanical, right? But also cosmetics, right?
Absolutely.
And you have to get the cosmetic parts right.
It really, it's time consuming, but it's fun. You know, when you get to fuss over every little thing. You know, in the 90s it was very popular to over polish and make everything nice. Now the focus is more on original patina, whether it's real or faked. And that can be its own kind of fun challenge.
But I mean, I could probably eat off of this engine. I mean, this one is pretty clean.
To be fair, I don't get credit for that. This car was purchased from somebody out east that did the restoration on it specifically to resell it. And there are things, this carburetor would certainly not be correct for it, but the Cadillac 331 is. There are plenty of things that wouldn't be really period correct, and I may have to go and alter that if it does get accepted. And in which case I better become more of an expert than people think I am. But it's a fun process, and it's a great driver. It's spectacular to get on the road. It was purchased actually just so that it could it has a good amount of scoot, but it's old enough to be eligible for the California Melee and Copper State and a lot of those other automotive events.
And what year is this?
This is a 53 Allard K3. So mechanically it's the same as a J2X, but has the enclosed body.
And the engine in it is?
A Cadillac 331, but I believe it was stroked, so it's closer to a 351 as a modification.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now I'm really out of my comfort zone.
Good. It's your turn.
I love trucks, but this is really.
This is
cool.
a truck too. Yeah. Don't kid yourself. You just can't put anything in it,
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. I'm sorry. What you were saying, though.
Well, no, but I mean, when the customer comes to you and they have a kind of a vision and a list of things they want to do.
Yeah.
If it's cosmetic, if it's mechanical, or all of the above, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And a huge part of fixing these cars is less about fixing the car and more about finding out what the customer wants out of the car, and then trying to kind of help them live the dream, which sometimes means, plow through the nightmare. But
Yes.
yeah.
All right, boys.
Yeah.
Let's keep
We're
working.
done.
Yeah, let's keep working on Big Green. We want to get this thing started today.
Okay.
It's cool you gave him the tour of the shop, guys. We've got about 5 minutes left.
He's a party pooper.
I'm
here.
a party pooper, but we want to get this truck actually running so that we can show you it starting up later this afternoon. Andre, we've got a lot of work to do. You and I have to fix that grill. Ted's going to obviously get the rest of this done.
Roman, keep it down. I got to do some grinding here.
All right, he's going to do some grinding. Let's get out of here. Come on, follow me. What are you grinding? Why are you grinding?
Never mind. Move along.
All right, we'll just keep moving along. I don't want to know why he's grinding. Wow, what a beautiful Jaguar.
Oh, absolutely gorgeous.
All right, let's go out there and let's finish this thing up. So the Mavic Pro finally did fly, luckily. So just had to reboot it a few times. We need a firmware update, and that's the problem with these things. Every 2 or 3 weeks, it seems like there's a firmware update that needs to be done. Andre, what are you looking forward to the most when it comes to having a truck pull into our shop? No, what are you looking forward to the most with Big Green?
Oh, you know what I'm looking forward to today?
Yeah.
Hearing it run, and I know this ZZ6 350 Chevy is going to sound incredible because we don't really have it hooked up to an exhaust system.
No.
So it's basically going to be straight headers. It's gonna sound just super mean, and I cannot wait to hear it. But I also want to take it on an adventure.
Yeah.
You know, take it on a road trip, go off-roading, maybe go to Moab, or go to the Rocky Mountains and just really put the truck through its paces, you know?
Yeah, I think we'll have to do that, but we've got a long way to go before we can get there. So what we're going to try to do is get it started today, and then we'll use some flex tubing and run this through the old exhaust system, which is actually just, you know, it's got 2 sides obviously go into 1, which is going to constrict it a lot, so it's not going to sound good. But then after we get this thing running and all hooked up, then we still have to get a new exhaust system put on. We also have to get the air conditioner working. There's a lot to do, and you know,
there are.
click, click, click.
But today I want to hear it just fire just once.
So hopefully, if we keep working, we'll have it ready for you to fire and come back later this afternoon. As always, this is Roman
and Andre
saying thanks for watching, and check out tfltruck.com where you've put up the unboxing video of the engine, right?
Yeah, the unboxing video is there. We also have a few live videos on this channel, and we're going to have a lot more produced videos on TFL Truck YouTube channel as well.
Yeah, so if you like the traditional stuff, we still have it. We've just increased actually the amount of videos that we do.
We're doing live videos and produced videos.
All right, guys. See you next time. Ciao. Bye.
Bye.